on that Milt'z tonight? Y'all thought I was Kurt Franklin, didn't y'all? Yeah, when I'm little daddy, I'm 5 feet tall, I ain't gonna come up short twice. Man, yeah, you know what I hate? I hate this car insurance shit. You know, ain't car insurance some bullshit?
Yes.
Now, you know what I don't like? You know when you go online and you fill the shit online and then they say you can get your quote, but always somebody calls your damn phone. I don't want to talk to a motherfucker on the phone. Just give me my damn quote. I mean, the shit is high as hell, and it's a fucking scam. I remember back in 1976, the car insurance was starving. Now, I'll be 70 years old this year. So I can go way back there. Don't I still look good? Now, I wasn't a crack baby, but I smoke crack. I've been sober. I just celebrated 7 years of sobriety. Yeah, so I was really fucked up. Crack was everything to me. But back to the insurance thing. So like I say, the insurance, they ripping us off. So I'm with State Farm. Now State Farm just did some crazy ass shit. How they cut all them people insurance off in California from the damn fires. 3 months before the fires, how they fucking know to cut the motherfuckers off? Now ain't that some bullshit? They should be liable for paying everybody that paid the motherfuckers for a whole year. That's some fucked up shit. So, but life is crazy, y'all. Life is crazy. So yeah, so I'm saying, you know, I'm little daddy, I'm the titty man. I love some big ass titty with a wet ass coochie.
Oh my God.
Yeah, everybody want coochie. Some men want coochie so bad they having surgery just to get one. You think I'm bullshitting? Ask Caitlyn Jenner. Now I like cheese, but I ain't no rat. I like coochie, but not like that. We live in a world now today where ain't nobody satisfied with their gender. Girls want to be boys, and boys want to be girls. Ain't that a bitch? Let me give you a good example. I was at the gas station just last week, and I seen this young lady with some big ass titties. And I asked the young lady, I said, if I lick it, can we kick it? She said, I don't do guys. I said, I don't either, but I'll be your bitch for a day. I said, I eat coochie too. Eating coochie is like eating ribs. If you don't get that shit all over your fingers and your face, then you ain't eating it right. Now, I'm not bisexual, but I bisex. Now coming up in my life, you know what? I was a gladiator. And I'm glad I ate her. I told you I ain't gonna come on show twice. You know, I remember when I ate my first piece of pussy, it was 1976. Yeah, so I'm from the old school. And I still get down. See, my wife ain't number 46. I told you I'd be 70 in June. And I knocked my wife off. I said, if I lick it, can we kick it? We still licking it and kicking it. And she ain't number 46. She ain't gonna let me go. So how many of y'all got children in here? Now children can get you fucked up. You know kids do some fucked up shit. See, so the school called me because my son was acting up in school. So the school called me, and I go to the school to find out what's going on. So they take me to my son's class. When I get in there, the teacher was asking the student, say, but I want you to use the word fascinate in the sentence. So I ain't want to interrupt, so I stood back in the corner and I'm listening. So the first little girl raised her hand and the teacher said, yeah, go ahead. She said, when I went to Georgia this summer on my summer vacation, and we went to my grandfather's farm, and we seen the sheep, and it was fascinating. She said, no, I want you to use the word fascinate. So the next young lady raised her hand, and the teacher said, yeah, well, go ahead. She said, well, I went to Vegas this year. My first time ever being out of town, it was fascinating. She said, no, I want you to use the word fascinate. So it was a little boy in the back of the room. He raised his hand. He was saying, teacher, teacher, teacher. The teacher called on him. He said, my Aunt Curly got a sweater with 10 buttons on it, but the titties are so big she can only fascinate. So I proceeded, and I went on downstairs. I was just going to check on my young son. But these ain't my sons, these my niece's children, but I'm raising them, so they might as well be mine. I file these motherfuckers on my taxes. I'm getting every little bit of it. So when I go down to the classroom down there, I go in the room and the teacher was asking the student, said, when you die, what part of your body go to heaven first? The little young lady raised her hand and the teacher said, yes. I forget what her name was, but she called her name anyway. And the little girl said, well, I think it's your hands. And the teacher said, why is that? She said, because when you pray, your hands is aimed toward heaven. She said, that's a good answer. So the little boy raised his hand and she asked the little boy, said, well, yeah, go ahead. Said, no, I think it's your feet. The teacher said, why is that? Said, I went into my mother's room the other day. Her legs was in the air. I heard her screaming, oh my God, I'm coming. If it wasn't for my dad having her pinned down, I think she would have got away. I'm a nasty little motherfucker, huh? But shit, I was raised up in dirty shit. You know, see, I came up with Rudy Ray Moore and all them type of motherfuckers that was really talking shit back then. These motherfuckers now today ain't doing shit. So a black guy was walking across the beach. And as he was walking, he seen a shiny object in the sand. He picks it up. It's a genie lamp. He rubs the lamp and the genie comes out. The genie said, I grant you 3 wishes. He said, I already know what I want. I want to be white, uptight, and out of sight. The genie said, gotcha. Poof, you're a tampon. But I like telling jokes along with stories because you know what? It take a long time. This is my 5th year in the comedy. So it take a long time, man, to remember these damn jokes. And I'm going to tell y'all some shit in a few minutes because you know I work at Walmart. I got some real shit for you. But yeah, like I said, trying to remember these jokes. And my dude, bald head Fred, he said, well, man, how long you going to do tonight? I said, man, I don't know, man. I ain't been practicing. I don't remember none of this shit, but I'm going to do what I can. You know what I'm saying? But I know I got some funny shit. Do y'all know that there's a nerve in the human body that connects the eyeballs to the anus? Yeah, it's called the anal octave nerve. And it's responsible for giving a person a shitty outlook on life. If you think I'm bullshit, pull a hair in your ass and see if it'll bring a tear to your eye. Yeah, that's some real shit. So I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm a veteran. Yeah, I'm a veteran of crack cocaine. From 1988 to 2017, I went from freebase smoking to crack smoking. Man, I was so high, bird used to ask me for directions. Man, I ain't bullshitting. I remember I was so high, I called the police on myself, y'all, and the police came and they arrested me and took my ass to jail. The next morning, I had to go to court. And when I went to court, the judge said, well, how do you plead? I said, not guilty. He said, can you explain the 27 cigarette lighters? I said, Your Honor, I was afraid of the dark. But actually, y'all, I've been sober 7 years now. Thank you. And I had to go to this program. And they said, you want to stay sober, you got to change your people, places, and things. And the first thing you want to do is get rid of your drug dealer's phone number. Man, I ain't talked to my daughter since. Now, that's not a joke. That's fact. Me and my daughter still ain't talking to this day. Because this is what this generation do. You know what? When we came up, we could bet to smoke weed in the house. These young motherfuckers are selling crack. They taking over. They putting the parents out. Yeah, that's some real shit. Yeah, that's some real shit. So people tend to judge a book by its cover. Take me for example. You would never guess that I graduated from Penn State, right? That's right, I got my GED while I was in the state pen. I've been down that route too, you know, coming up, man, because I did some criminal crooked shit. I went from shooting drugs to smoking drugs. I drugged myself across the damn line, you know what I'm saying? Tell me he won't do it. Yeah, because if God can, he will. All you got to do is meet him halfway. But a lot of people think that it don't happen because you don't position yourself, you don't put yourself in nothing. But y'all know how I became a comedian? I had a job working at a pickle factory. Yeah. And I had a fantasy of sticking my finger in the pickle slicer.
Oh my God.
Every day I would go by, I had that fantasy of sticking my finger in the pickle slicer. I even called home and told my wife about it. She said, why would you want to do something like that? What if something happened to her? What am I going to do? I said, honey, it's just a fantasy. So y'all, on my 8th year, I did it. Yeah, I stuck my thing in the pickle slicer. And I went home and I told my wife, I said, honey, I did it. She said, did what? I said, I stuck my thing in the pickle slicer. She said, what happened? I said, I got fired. She said, with the pickle slicer. I said, shit, she got fired too. So y'all, I'm gonna close out with this here. You know what? I got the light. Bernie Mac came to me in the dream, y'all. Let's give it up for Bernie Mac. Because he was number one to me. But Bernie Mac came to me in the dream. He said, look, daddy, I see they've been fucking with your comedy. He said, but tell this joke because I don't think they heard me the first time. So me, a white guy and a Mexican guy, we were walking down the road talking. I said, man, I want to go to heaven. The white guy said, God, right down the road. I said, how far? He said, about a half a mile. But I'm going to tell you right now, little daddy, your name ain't on the list. I said, huh? He said, little daddy, your name ain't on the goddamn list. I said, well, maybe I can try. He said, maybe you can. Maybe if you can ask the Lord a question, and if he can't answer it, he just might let you into heaven. So y'all know what I did? I whispered in the Lord's ear. The Lord looked at me. He looked up. He looked down. He said, open the gate. And I walked through the gate. The white guy said, that's some bullshit. How you get through that gate? That's some fucking bullshit. The white guy went to the father. He said, Father, what did that black guy ask you? He asked me, when will black people ever stick together? Give it up for Fred, y'all.